Off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now, let's go to that play.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, It actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
7 yards, the pickup there.
At the Broncos' 41-yard line.
3 yards remain for second down.
Push him back. Regular.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Dances by him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. Throwing to start the drive. Lock. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. 7 yards, the pickup there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20.
Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score Browns 21. Broncos
2nd and 9.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. It's a party now. Whoa.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away.
KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, Your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Second and 2. Here's Locke to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's Locke.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Locke's throw into the hands of Fan.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down at 5. Completes this out left to Ruggs.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Henry Ruggs
With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
McLaughlin for the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
KJ Hamler returning it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They look to throw. It's Locke. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect?
Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him, throw that challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd down and 3.
I got you. Hey, alert 33. Shit. Up nothing.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Hamler now to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Locke's throw there complete to Ruggs. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
4 yards remain for second down. Play action. Now it's Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On second and very short, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Hamler now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Locke. Quick slant to Hamler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Locke now on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Steps away to his left. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Hamler now to return it. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On first down, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards in North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Throwing again on second down. Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down is Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Locke again. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Broncos 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hamler now to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's 2nd and 10. To throw it is Locke. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Locke going to throw. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. Locke to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And down inside the 15 he goes. 82 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hamler now to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And my goodness, another interception. Troy Hill picks it. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They run it again with Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Chubb will get the call, running left. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. I got it.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, partner, nothing but praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on 1st down. Williams. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now to the air, Locke. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll make it third and goal.
22, by 22. Rip left. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Here we go.
Here's Locke. The quick slant caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now McManus for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
63, Broncos 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.